Okay, so if we want to be able to add and subtract algebraic fractions, we need to have a common denominator. So in part 1, you can see the denominator is 3. What you can actually try and do with the slightly easier type of questions with these ones is try and get a common denominator all the way through. So we could actually go straight away and try and get a common denominator for the 3 and 4, which is 12. So if we start with part 1, I'm going to have something over 12 added to something over 12 equal to something over 12. So if we think about the first thing, I've multiplied by 12 on the top and bottom, so that will give me 12x. The second thing, I've then multiplied by 4, so it's going to give me 4x over 12. And the third thing, I've multiplied by 3 to give me 9 over 12. Then technically I can multiply everything through by 12, and that will just eliminate the denominators. So I'll end up with 12x plus 4x equals 9. And then if I simplify that, I'll have 16x equals 9. And then divide both sides by 16. And you'll end up with x equals 9 over 16, which you want to leave in fraction form. So we can do the same thing with part 2. So if we have a look at this one, we've got 4, 5, and 10. Well, the lowest common multiple of those three would be 20. So if we try and get all of them out of 20, and then we can simplify it. So for this fraction, I've multiplied by 5. So if I do that to the top, I'll end up with 5x. For the second one, I've multiplied by 4. So if I do that to the top, I'll have 8x. And the last one, if I've multiplied by 2, so I'll get 26. So in theory, I'm multiplying everything through by 20. And therefore, I've got 5x plus 8x equals 26. And then I'm going to let you finish off and solve it from that point. And then part 3, again, I want a common denominator. So I haven't got a fraction on the other bit. So I'm just going to focus on getting these two as a common denominator, which will be 6. So I've multiplied the first one through by 3, so I'll get 9x. I've multiplied the second one through by 2, so it'll be 4x. I can then simplify my numerators by adding them together and give them that one common denominator. So I'll end up with 13x over 6 equals 5. And then I don't like the fractions. I'm going to multiply both sides by 6. So I've got 13x equals 30, and then you can solve it from there. Okay, let me know if you've got any further questions.